And we're back, this time before and after for A Beautiful Star. Directed by Yoshida Daihachi, and it's based on a 1962 novel of the same name by Yoshida Mishima. And I don't know anything. It's basically a family who thinks they're aliens. Let me read the blurb. It's from Japan. It's a North American premiere at the festival, and basically it's a thrilling and hilarious. This is a story of a family that comes to believe that they come from other planets and are here to serve alien agendas. Number one among the crazies is the patriarch Juichiro. He's the first to claim alien heritage, and he becomes convinced he has to save Earth from destruction. This is a comedy of sorts. You could call it science fiction, but ultimately it's it's so unique, it's almost resists comparison. It's a triumph of creativity and a delight from start to finish. So yeah, I mean, I checked out the trailer. It looks pretty fun. I mean, they're just like freaking out. They're like, oh, we're actually aliens and all that stuff. And I'm gonna look forward to see the ensemble of just how family's gonna react and how the people are gonna react around them. So definitely looking forward to that. And I mean, I don't know any of the cast, so that's always a nice thing. And yeah, Japanese film, always haven't seen enough. Glad just to come back to it. And yeah, so looking forward to that. And it's weird, so that's sort of my altered states type of thing. So this is before and this is after. So we're back. I mean, I'm done with the movie. That was an interesting ride. It was a very philosophical, very interesting, sort of makes you think type of thing. I mean, the transition between them going from normal daily life to sort of slowly realizing that they might not be humans, and then things start changing and the people around them were just questioning what is wrong with them. It was interesting and entertaining in a sense, though it did make me wonder where it was trying to go near the end, as it tried to really resolve, as in like, is he really an alien or is he a human? And I think it didn't really need to go there. I feel like it could have been open-ended, and like, it just makes you think, was it convincing enough? Does it really matter if he's delusional or he's an alien? So I sort of wish that it was more open-ended rather than, hey, he could be more likely an alien than not. And I think the pacing sort of like tripped up there in a sense where it just went really slow, and then dialogue just sort of disappeared, whereas most of the movie was sort of carried through dialogue and just their interactions, and then all of a sudden it became sort of like emotional and all that stuff. What else is there to say? I mean, granted, this is his sixth film, and it took him 30 years to make, and I think it's just more so about just getting the writers and just the process done. I mean, I like the vibe. I mean, as the people around him sort of realize what is he up to, I like that dynamic, and there's just the world reacting. I think the reactions were much more entertaining than just the whole sort of, oh, this is actually happening, and we're actually going to continue with this, and how is this movie going to end? And I know there was like weird moments, like to make an affair clear cut, they had to have an actual sex scene, and it was just really awkward, because it's just like introduce the movie and then bam, sex scene. It's like, okay, we have an affair, and it's just like this awkward, doesn't really build anything, and it just, in terms of visuals, it's very different from the rest of the movie. Granted, the cast chemistry is hit and miss. The daughter is very introverted in this role, and you don't really see her do much. But then when she meets up with the Venus boy, she finally starts to shine in a sense. And I wish there was more sort of interaction between her and the rest of the family. And I looked it up on Wikipedia that the mom is supposed to represent Jupiter, and I don't think she was blatantly shown that she's connected to Jupiter compared to the rest of the family. I mean, the son was with Mercury and his handler, and then we have the daughter with the Venus beauty thing, and then the father is with Mars. I mean, overall, I feel like the father had more of the sort of scene-stealing roles rather than the rest of the family. The rest of the family sometimes felt more bland compared to him. Overall, it was entertaining. I mean, it was a very packed theater, and I just felt that it lost its way near the end, where it could have been a very, very strong ending, but it just didn't really deliver, and it faltered. So now I'm starting to ramble, so that's probably a good sign for me to shut up. And yeah, so this is the before and after for A Beautiful Star. Later.